Welcome to Sports Talk.
Hello everyone, welcome. This is Nick from Top Notch Sports, and today we're going over the New Orleans Saints salary review and off-season moves for 2022. 9-8 last year with honestly probably a mediocre team on paper. A lot of injuries, a lot of things happened to this team, but now head coach Dennis Allen, the newly promoted head coach. I know he had a stint with the Oakland Raiders at the time, but he's getting another opportunity here in New Orleans to step in and take this team to a different level. Now, again, the team on paper is iffy right now. They're in cap hell. I'm going to repeat that again. They're in cap hell. But in this video, we're going to show you what we think is possible. We're not going to work magic. I'm not in this NFL GM accountant that can make things happen. I'm sure I can, but I'm not going to be predicting all these crazy things in this video. We're just going to do what's realistic with the cap space that they have and how we think they're going to do in the draft. This is a mock offseason, a mock free agency, and a mock draft all combined into one. So let's hop into this and see what we got. Here's our first slide right here in the top left corner of the screen. You see the Saints have negative $76.1 million in cap space. Now, again, the guys that are currently on your screen are the guys that are under contract. With that being stated, everyone that's not on the screen is either due for a contract or is going to walk in free agency this upcoming season. Now, with negative $76.1 million, all you guys can do to save someone is most likely going to be a franchise tag. Now, again, there are ways around this number. You got to do a lot of things. But real fast, just showing you what this means. The guys in green right here, that would mean that you would save and cut money. I mean, if you cut them, you would save money. And the guys in red means if you were cutting, you would lose money. So again, if you were to cut Bradley Roby, you would save $10.2 million. If you were to cut Zach Bond, you would lose $800,000. Now again, saving $10.2 million still has you in the negatives. So there's really no point to cutting guys at this point because you're so far in cap trouble. It doesn't make sense. You're not going to work your way out of a hole right now. Now let's hop into the next slide where it's going to show your notable losses of the guys that are currently due for a contract. Here are your notable losses. And again, this slide is not made possible by our one guy, Noah, the 4K TV Thompson. Truly, Noah, we truly want to thank you for all you do, figuring out these expected contracts and the percent of snaps played. So here we go. Let's get this started. First guy, left tackle, Teron Armstead. His expected contract is a 3-year, $57.9 million. He played 42.8% of the snaps played this year. Next guy, Marcus Williams, free safety. He is expected contract a 4-year, $64.5 million deal. He played 92.7% of the snaps played. And last but not least, quarterback Jameis Winston is expected contract a 1-year, $7 million deal. And his percent of snaps played is 34% of the snaps. Look, ladies and gentlemen, typically a good rule of thumb is you bring back the guys that play a high percent of snaps, especially if they played well under those percent of snaps played. Now, again, with your cap trouble, it's going to be very tough for you to bring back any of these guys. And if you do want to bring one back, it would have to be through a franchise tag. I don't think any of that's going to happen. So let's hop into the next slide where we're going to see our potential targets. Here are your potential targets, all right? $76.1 million in the hole. We don't have you cutting nobody. It doesn't make sense at this point. And we don't have you signing nobody. No franchise tags, no nothing. It doesn't make sense. Team needs, okay? A quarterback, you need a team. You have a need. A wide receiver, you have a need. A tight end, you have a need. An interior offensive lineman, you have a need. Offensive tackle, you have a need. And a defensive tackle, you have a need. Well, this is what we got you guys doing. In the first round, we have you drafting wide receiver Garrett Wilson. In the second round, we got you drafting Darian Kennard. Now, he can play offensive tackle and interior offensive lineman. For this sake, right now, we're going to put him in interior offensive lineman for you guys. And third round pick, we're going to draft Zachary Carter at defensive tackle. And we're not going to even predict your fourth round. So let's hop into what we got as your 2022-2023 expected depth chart. Here it is, okay? Here's your depth chart. Now, again, guys in yellow are placeholders. These are the guys that you probably should try to fill in if you can. But right now, we don't deem it necessary to fill in a quarterback position, especially this far in the hole and the roster that you have. Yellow's placeholders. You see the offense is not too honestly bad, okay? So we want to build the team before you plug in a rookie quarterback that gets killed. It doesn't make sense to draft a quarterback right now, in my opinion, unless one falls to you and you really, really like him. Maybe a Matt Corral, in my opinion, is probably a pretty good one to plug in here. If Malik Willis falls to you guys, I honestly don't pull the trigger. I'm sorry. And it's not because I'm knocking Malik Willis. I don't feel like you need this explosive quarterback. I think you need a quarterback that can throw the ball accurately. And I think Matt Corral, he's not the most accurate guy in the world, but he has a hell of an arm. And to get the ball to Garrett Wilson, Michael Thomas, and Marquez Callaway, you want a guy with an arm, especially Marquez Callaway downfield. And again, Zach Bowen, you do want to find a need there. But again, rookie guy last year, Pete Warner, I liked him coming out of college. You can go back and watch my linebacker video. I was a big fan of his. Marcus Davenport's a hell of a player. You still got Cam Jordan. Offensive line is not bad, especially if you slide in Darian Kennard. James Hurst played pretty dang good for you guys last year. Tight end Adam Trapman, I was a big fan of him coming out. He hasn't really lived up to expectations, in my opinion. Lattimore is a hell of a player. C.J. Gardner-Johnson and Malcolm Jenkins. Look, overall, this roster is not terrible. I mean, I'm absolutely shocked you won 9 games last year, to be honest with you guys. If you can win 8-9 games again, that would be very good. It would show that Dennis Allen definitely deserves a shot. He did a hell of a job coaching the team last year when Sean Payton wasn't there. So I'm really interested to see what happens. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. We'll see you guys soon. Peace. We are Built Better.